produce, since we have an excess of it, we're offering that to folks on a weekly basis. So they can go in weekly and get produce. And sometimes, you know, if it's a food pantry that they've never been to, the food pantry will be like, well, hey, can we like connect you with other foods since you've never been here? Absolutely. You know, if they want to do that, that's fine. But then they would just get produce any other time that they came. So anyway, I think that's all I wanted to say about that. So James, what's the next thing then?
You know, like I said, you know, the process here is pretty intuitive as far as picking your location, picking the date and time. Again, the time doesn't matter so much because it's not really a guarantee of, well, I've got an appointment for 10 o'clock, I'll show up at 10 o'clock and be on my way shortly. But you probably at least want to say, based on what time, because in the first screen here, it's going to give you some information about the days that it's open. And then you know, probably want to put a time somewhere in there relative to within those hours, and then you know roughly when that person's going to be there. But again, not crucial as far as making sure that.
So James, can you go back to the top screen there? Okay. So the thing there, say for example, see the RX produce, that second line there, how it says like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 10 to 4. Well, when you like click on that second thing, that like the choose green button, and it goes down for you to schedule. It's not going to, it will let you schedule on Monday and Friday. So if you schedule that person on a Monday or Friday and you send them to that pantry, is that what it says? Oh wait, never mind. If you schedule them on one of the days that they're not open, it will allow you to do that, the system. It is not idiot proof. So you have to really make sure that you like read the hours that they're open, because it will not like block you out from scheduling that. Like in a perfect
world. Working on that.
Yeah, I know, right? We're working on that whole scenario right now. So I'm just saying, like, don't send somebody to a pantry when they're on an off day that they're closed, because they'll be really mad at you. Anyway, I'm just saying that to just pay attention to that when you're making an appointment. Just make sure you read all of the information about the hours that folks are open, and like if there's any cultural competencies. A lot of our food pantries serve people from a lot of different countries. So one of the things that we made sure to note in the different agencies is like, you know, serves a high like Hispanic population, sees a lot of folks from Arab countries, or like there's an Arab speaking person on staff or something like that, just so that folks that are making prescriptions have some kind of idea of like where would be a great place where the person would like get maybe more comfortable service for whatever their needs are.
And you know, as far as the thing not being idiot-proof, you know, honestly, that just goes back to the use of the system. So you guys use the system, complain about it or not. You know, the reality is that we don't have a lot of people doing this, despite Amy was saying we have some folks on it, but in terms of us improving it, or you know, getting to this thing and fixing that thing, that really goes back to our users and kind of the demand for that and the complaints that go along with that. So if that's something that's really important and you guys start voicing your concerns, I guarantee you it goes to the top priority list. Yeah, so back to...
Can you want to close the record now?
Yeah. You want to schedule it?
Yeah. Okay.
And are they going through? This is not like a primary one thing.
No.
Okay. Okay, so which one did I pick? Oh, but that's okay. So everybody's done this up here. That's what it is.
Oh. So all you guys made these referrals? These are the referrals that you guys all made? I think it is. Is that what it is? Okay, so these are the referrals. These are the prescriptions that whoever in here like just made. But do you want to pick one that so you can show like how to close the referral then?
Yeah. So again, another thing that's work in progress. So I'm just going to go on Donald Trump's right here. And so when I do get done with this referral process here, it kind of starts over here, but when you get that green screen, don't actually close the thing, don't close the tab. You actually have to go back to this main tab right here, and go down the screen a little bit, and click Served. And that will not only aggregate statistics for you, I don't know if that actually is what pushes it or not, but at least as far as your the statistics for you guys, that's what pushes it through.
So what that basically does is that like shows that your prescription for that person is complete. So one of the things that you'll be able to see when you log on with your actual Encompass logon for Pantry Trak is we have this thing called the Custom Analysis and Learning Center or something like that, I forget what the name is. But you too will be able to see like all the people that you referred and if they went to a food pantry or not. And so by you completing that referral, by like clicking that served over in that referral screen, that helps that we know that that's done, and so when the person shows up at the pantry, it like links the two together to know if the person actually connected with food.
I'm just going to try to show them some of the, what they actually.
After we do all this, I want somebody to come up here and actually do a referral, so I can see, we can kind of like walk through one. Does that sound? Is there a volunteer that would do after James does whatever he does?
And just so you guys know, so I made this kind of beforehand. So again, I scheduled a referral for tomorrow. I scheduled it for our pantry here at the food bank. So for 3:31, I have one reservation. Doesn't really say anything fancy, but it was for Minnie Mouse. Has a little our doctor icon. So I click on this, and she got a primary thing. Also in that last, so there's 3 steps, and we did the referral, you put the notes in there. You know, that's just kind of, you know, maybe if there's any allergies or any information that you want to carry over. That lives over here. She loves polka dots. But yeah, I mean, you know, it kind of sounds probably simple and easy and maybe kind of stupid to some degree because you guys live in this world of technology where your phones do everything with the computers and everything, you know. So this just seems like, well, wow, so it sent one thing from one computer to another computer. But you have to understand the nonprofit world, in this world of, well, here, you should go here and take this pamphlet. You never know what happens. At least this is, you know, something that's going from one place to the other place. And, you know, we can see and look at the data and say, okay, that person actually did go or not. And in terms of, you know, our work, and if you guys are in public health, this kind of stuff's important.
So would someone like volunteer to like walk through one so that, you know, we can see kind of like what goes on? Like, say for example, I'm a patient and I'm food insecure and I need to be made an appointment. Do I volunteer? Will somebody do it? Will somebody come up here and like walk through one?
I have some help.
Okay, that's fine. Because that's the thing, is that I want to make sure that when we leave here tonight, I mean, all of the steps really are on here. And let me tell you what, like, if you need help or whatever, if you call the food bank, you're going to get like one of us. There's not a lot of us there. So, I mean, if you have questions, you can like maybe set them on a paper or like get all your questions together. But you're going to get one of our Pantry Trak team, or me. I have kind of limited knowledge in that, but yeah. Okay, ready? So I'm food insecure. You come in, you've logged in your demo. You've entered your login. Okay, so I need a referral for produce. So what's the first thing you're gonna do?
Ask you the survey questions.
You already asked me the questions,
okay.
And you documented it someplace. I don't know where.
So I'm here, I'll
You're
go
already there.
to referrals, which
Yep.
will be called produce.
It'll be called produce
All right.
prescription. Yes.
Basically, there won't be a myriad of choices like that.
Right.
If you want.
So these are all of the referrals that you've already done, but so you're going to look for a name, and you can call me whatever you want. Doesn't really matter. Like, I don't know how you do that.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Show somebody.
Okay.
Not here.
Okay. Yes. So what are you going to ask me then? Okay. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Bonnie. Shockley. Do you live at
Do you still live at 3131 Scioto Road?
Southwest in Carrollton, Ohio? Why, yes, I do. So,
Great. So I open
yep,
your
click on her
profile.
name. Yep. And so then, so this is the part where you're just kind of like, if you enter this information, it's fine. If you ask me about, so do you have any kids at home and all that kind of stuff, awesome. But if you don't, then it's not a huge issue because when they go to the pantry to get that produce, to fill that prescription, the pantry is also gonna ask them that same information. So whether you do it or whether the pantry does it, I mean, if you do it, it's faster for the pantry. But if you have time to do it, awesome. If you don't, then not a huge deal. So you could ask me, like, do you have anybody else in your household or whatever, you know what I mean? Or is your birthday still, basically you have to have name, address, and your birthday and your phone number. Okay, so ask me if my phone number
Is your phone number still 330-627-4080?
Yes, it still is.
And there's
And is my birthday
Or
still?
would I ask him that, or would I ask him to verify the birthday?
I don't know, James. Do we ask him? I think that you can just ask him, is your birthday still August 12th? Is your birthday August 12th, 1961?
Basically, we don't ask them if the birthday is still what it is. But if we're missing the birthday, we ask what the birthday is. You know, it's one of those things, you'll say, so this is you were born on blah, blah, blah. So that's just kind of a way, when you ask them, when you say their name and you say the birthday, you know, whatever you say, they're like, no, that's not my birthday, because sometimes that does be messed up. So.
Just a way for you to kind of verify that it's the right person that you're looking for. Okay, all that stuff, let's say it's all A-okay. So now you're going to make me a referral. So you want to go up to the referrals tab. Yeah, click in there. Okay, and you only have like the option for produce prescription for you guys. So, right, so you're going to make me, and it's on, oh, it's Bonnie. Can you come Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday between 10 and 4 a.m.?
In Emerald City?
In Emerald City, Ohio? Sure, I sure can. I can be there between 10 and 4 a.m. on any one of those days. So now you ask me, like, well, okay, well, Bonnie, what time?
What day?
And what day? So it's only Monday, Tuesday, and whatever they were.
Thursday.
Yeah. Let's pick out Tuesday at like 9 a.m. All right, but wait.
And I have to remind you that you won't be in and out even though we have that.
Right, that's right. And not only that, but it's not open at 9 a.m. So we have to like pick an hour that, okay,
Oh, that makes sense.
it's only from 10 to 4. So yeah,
Does
so
10 o'clock work for you?
yes, it's 10 o'clock, awesome. Sign me up for 10 o'clock. Okay?
I just repeat everything.
Yeah, that's so.
So I have you set up to go to our prescription produce. Wait, no, that's not what it's called. To Emerald City. Where is the information at? Just the developers test pantry, that's what it would be.
Yeah, that
Okay.
would be.
So have you set up to go there at 10 a.m. on April 4th?
Yep, schedule, click schedule.
Okay.
Okay, and then you can print that off for them if you want. Or what I'll do is I'll send, I don't know who I'm going to send it to. Annie? Is that right? Who I would send it to? Is Annie?
Right back there.
Okay.
That's me.
Oh, okay. I'll send you the list of the places that folks can go. I have just this like Word document of the places that folks can go. So probably the easiest thing for you guys to do is just like circle the one that they have their prescription made for. The truth is they can go to any of the locations on that list, but just to like keep it easy, just circle the one that they're going to. I'll send that over as when we get done, probably tomorrow or Monday or something like that. I'll send that. So then what you have to do is you have to click back right on the main tab, right, James? That's right. Okay, so to make sure that we close the prescription, then you go down to the bottom and say served. Service visit status. Yeah, there you go. So that's it. So now you're done.
Just close the window.
Yep. Okay. So now my prescription's done. You've done all the steps. You've closed that prescription for you. So your service is done now. What would you have to reload page in order to see it there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, there I am. Okay. That's it.
All right.
That's it. That's all it is.
Before you
Okay.
go, though. All right, so one other thing I actually didn't show you guys, so I can run through here.
Does that make sense to everybody? Like I know it sounds kind of like a lot of lingo and like clicking on tabs and whatever, but after a couple of, I would encourage you with the demo. You can do whatever you want in the demo system, like it's not going to mess up anything. But I would encourage you to kind of like run through a couple of them together, and if you run into any kind of challenges or anything like that, call me, call James, just call the food bank and ask for somebody on the Pantry Trak team, and we can get you like hooked up with whatever the questions are. We also have done like some, what's that called, like Skype trainings, or if you have like big questions or things like that. And I know that Mark is actually, he is working on it right now, right? He, like,
Yeah, I
that
was going to
stuff.
show them to them here shortly.
Oh.
I did forget to show you guys, so one other thing, Garrett. So when you can't find somebody in the system, you get this red hand, the search box turns pink, so right below there where it says add a new family and visit, that's what you want to do to add somebody to the system. Pretty intuitive as far as just need those basic details like we went over before, so the last name, the first name, an address, a zip code. Don't even have to include the phone number, don't even have to include the date of birth. We prefer both. You don't have to specify the gender, and just the household breakdown. So how many people over 60, how many between 18 and 59, how many kids. So here, why don't you go ahead and fill it out for us.
We're going to put in there. Is that one of you guys? Okay.
That's
Not necessary.
Yeah. Yeah, you just tab through from name to address.
Oh, hey, I see that thing from Melissa up there. You want to mention that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so if they are homeless, which,
It just gives them
It
that
happens
address.
sometimes, like you'll run into folks that are homeless.
so the only thing about the homeless, that will automatically populate for whatever address we've set up your site as. So in the case of the pantry, it just gives the address of the pantry, so that way we can actually, when we do a lot of mapping in our work, we can put folks on the map and they have a location, even if it's not the correct location. Yeah.
So the pantry's real address, 123 Goody Way.
What's that?
That's
It's
not
not
the real
real.
address.
No, it's just a demo thing.
So
Yeah.
you would just unclick homeless then if you're, but
Also,
it is
yeah,
an option if you.
actually,
run
this is a
into
good thing
homeless
too here. So if you went to search for somebody in the system, maybe it's a good way. So you saw that kind of search thing before where it popped up. Basically, that's sort of a catch-all. So we talked about duplicates before in the system. Again, we're all working on this thing. We all make mistakes. So if I went to search for from the system, for some reason something wasn't working right, or I thought I hit something I didn't, it may come up with a result that either is the right result or it's a similar result. So again, if you see Bessie Rachel pop up in that list of names, we don't have her in here, which is kind of amazing. Go ahead and click it. Maybe like I said, you made a mistake before in searching for the person, so you can just click that name. You don't have to go through the trouble of creating the person. That's just again to try and prevent that duplication in the system.
You have to invalidate 10 years. I may not be too worried about that, but
It won't take future
it won't
dates.
take.
Yeah, and it won't make it 18, which shoots up into some of the children, so you guys aren't.
So what you'll have to do is like, so you're going to be screening at children's, but you'll have to screen the parents, I think is what or the guardian, that's who I feel like that, right, you're screening. So the actual appointment will be made for the guardian or the parent, not for the child, even though they're really the, I guess, what it was called, like recipient, I guess you would say, of the. But yeah, since households are affected, we use the head of household or whoever the parent or guardian is as the main point of contact. Do you want to talk about like if a person is like in the household but not necessarily the head of household? You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. Basically, so imagine Garrett and I live together, and Garrett, he often goes to the pantry, but for whatever reason he's sick or he's busy, and so I show up. And I give him my name, James Ryan, and they say, well, we can't find you. And I don't bother to volunteer the fact that, well, I live with Garrett, and he always comes here. So then, they start to put the information in, but, somehow it comes up in the conversation, or we find, I tell you what, they searched by name, they didn't find me, they did find me through the address. And they say, well, do you know Garrett? Well, of course I know Garrett, he's my roommate. Well, why didn't you say that? They don't always volunteer that information. For a variety of reasons, it's not a big deal. But what you can do is just make anybody else over 18 searchable in the household. We can show you that in a second.
Just the next one.
Yep.